Hello everyone, welcome back to today our science class. And in today's class, we will learn about amazing planet we call our home Earth. Okay students, and in today's class, the 13th last chapter from the grade 8, we will discuss about our home Earth, a unique life sustaining planet. And before starting the class, let me introduce myself. I am Sheila Dikshit, you can call me as a Sheila ma'am, and I have done my masters in Andhra University from Zoology department, and I have 3+ years of experience. Right students, and in today's class we will discuss about many interesting topics. Before going to the class, let us know some courses regarding to our app that we are offering. So students, we are offering many courses in our app. So anyone want to join our courses, so we are offering booster courses, we are offering math champions and SISYA topper program. So we are offering many different types of courses. So if anyone want to join our class, you can click on the link here we are providing. So we first of all you have to choose the class, and after choosing the class and after choosing the grade, you have to type your mobile number here, and after that you have to go ahead with the city and the state that you are staying. So if you want any more information regarding to the classes, you can contact with our mentor team, so they will guide you and they will provide you more information about our classes. So this about our courses, and this is how we have to enroll in our class. And right students, in today's class we will discuss about the basic features and the processes of our earth, right? And we will identify the major layers of our earth. There are 5 layers in our atmosphere, so we will discuss about that 5 layers, and finally we will close the topic by discussing about the importance of conserving natural resources. So these are the topics we will discover and we will learn in our today's session. And very good evening to one and all. And if anyone have any doubt, you can ask your doubt in the comment, so I will solve all the problems that you have in your mind. Right students, it is a very simple and very small topic, but it will be very useful to score more in your exams, right? And now let us get into the topic. So first thing, we have to know Earth, unique planet. Why Earth is called as a unique planet? Is there any special reason that we are calling our Earth a unique planet? There are many planets in our solar system, right students? There are 8 planets in our solar system, but we are calling our Earth as a unique planet. Why we are calling our Earth as a unique planet? Means because it is the planet known as the life supports. Okay, it will supports the life. There are many living organisms, including with many living organisms, there are also non-living organisms and non-living things. Right students? So this is the planet which supports life. So this is the unique planet that present in our solar system. And all life on Earth exists in a very thin layer. What is that thin layer we call? We call that thin layer as a crust. So see students, this is the picture of the Earth with different types of layers. So crust is the topmost layer where life can exist. Okay, where life can exist, and this layer contains, along with living organisms, it contains mountains, it contains rivers, it contains forest areas, and it contains animals, and it contains humans. See, this is why our Earth is called as a unique planet. Why it is called a unique planet? There are many planets, 8 planets in our solar system. In 8 planets, our Earth is the only unique planet which life can happens. Okay, where the life will supports here, including with the living things and non-living things. Right students? And here, Earth supports life. How the life will be provided in our Earth planet? There are many components, like Earth is the major thing, like air is the major thing, and there is water, soil, and suitable temperature and gravity. So these are the components which supports life. Right students? These are the components which supports life on our Earth. So these are the regions and these are the reasons and these are the components where life can exist on our earth planet. So that is the reason earth is called as a unique planet. Right students, anyone have any doubt, you can ask your doubts in the comment section, so I will solve your doubts. Right, while coming to the next thing, what makes earth suitable for life? Okay, what is making and what are the suitable things for the life on earth here? So first of all, let us see about the position of the earth. Okay, in social we will learn about the position of the earth, and there are some latitudes, some longitudes, and different things we will learn in the geography about the earth. And while coming to the science, now let us see the position of the earth. So position of the earth, the habitable zone or Goldilocks zone, what it mean? So see students here, it is the range of distances from the sun where liquid water can exist. So it is the main thing where the life is possible. See, another planets are there. Is there any water? No, there is no water. And while coming to our earth is called as a blue planet. Why we call it as a blue planet? Because most of our earth is covered with water. Most of our earth surface is covered with water. So when we see from the space, our earth will completely look with a blue color. So that is the reason we will call our earth as a blue planet. And this is the thing where habitable zone we call, where water can exist. And earth lies within this zone. Where it lies? Within this zone, habitable zone, making it suitable for life. So when we see the position of the earth, it is in a habitable zone where earth is where water can exist. In this zone, our earth is present, which supports the life. So this is about where our earth can make suitable for life. And while coming to the size of the earth, okay, what is the size of the earth, students? While coming to earth, our earth is the unique planet, right? And it has a right conditions to support life, and every suitable temperature has been provided here. Air, water, suitable temperature, everything has been provided for the life here. So earth is called as a unique planet which supports life. And what makes here earth suitable for life? See, while coming to the size of the earth, there are many planets in our solar system. So while coming to very small planets, okay, while coming to very small planets have a weak gravity. See students, while coming to small planets, they have a weak gravity. There is no higher gravity, okay, there is a weak gravity. And it may lose the atmosphere into the space. So that is the reason they will lose the atmosphere into the space. Small planets have a weak gravity, so these very small planets will lose the atmosphere into the space. And while coming to the big large planets have an extreme gravity, so that is the reason they will hold thick atmosphere. Right students, they will hold thick atmosphere while comparing to weak, like very small planets. And earth, while coming to earth, thick life supporting atmosphere. See, this is why earth makes suitable for life. And while coming to these 3 points, it is the points where denotes the size of the earth, where the gravity powers will be less to the very small planets and the gravity will be extreme to the large and big planets. While coming to the ozone layer, see students, ozone layer is the protective layer. See, it acts as a protective shield for our earth. How it will protect our earth means it will block the harmful ultraviolet rays. Okay, it will block the UV rays which are coming, okay, from the sun. See, these UV rays are very harmful for our living organisms, right? And this ozone layer, where it is located? It is located in the stratosphere. Okay students, it is located in which layer in the atmosphere? Means it is located in the stratosphere. And what is the main purpose of the ozone layer? Means it will absorb the UV rays. Okay, it will absorb UV rays which are coming from the sun, and it will help our earth suitable for life. So this is how ozone layer will protect, and it acts as a shield for the earth. Thank you so much. Right, students, if anyone have any doubt, you can ask your doubts freely without feeling any shy in the comment box. Right? And I'm here to solve all your doubts. Be friendly with me and don't feel shy and don't feel fear to ask any doubts. And while coming to the next thing, I hope everything was clear up to now. See, first thing we discussed about how and why the earth is a unique planet, and the second thing we discussed about the size of the earth, and the third thing we discussed about the ozone layer. Now let us move to the next thing. Okay, now let us see about the atmosphere. It is an important thing, right, students? Atmosphere is the mixture of different types of gases, and see, in our atmosphere there are 5 different layers. So what are the 5 different layers here? I will teach you simple trick to remember all these 5. Okay, all these 5 layers. So what are the thing you have to remember here? See, students, you have to remember the T, S, M and TE. So these are the words you have to remember to remember the layers of the atmosphere. Right, students? So these are the words and these are the lessons you have to remember to learn the words of the atmosphere. Okay, now let us learn one by one here, students. While coming to the first T, the first T stands for, what is the first T stands for? Anyone have any idea? You can type in the comment section. See, while coming to the first T stands for troposphere. Okay, students, the first T stands for troposphere, and the second letter S stands for stratosphere. And M stands for mesosphere. And T stands for thermosphere. And E stands for exosphere. So these are the 5 letters you have to remember the order of the layers that present in the atmosphere. And let us make these 5 letters into more simple trick to remember. See, students, the sun makes things easy. Okay. So this is the sentence and this is the word you have to remember the order of the layers that present in the atmosphere. And now let us see the layers and the atmosphere purpose. So while coming to the atmosphere, it will provide oxygen for breathing, right? And in which layer this oxygen is present, students? Anyone have any idea in which layer this oxygen is present? We have 5 different types of layers, right? And each layer contains different types of things. So in which layer oxygen is present? So where it is present and where it is located means in troposphere. Troposphere is the layer where air is present, where oxygen is present. Now we are breathing, and weather, clouds, everything is present in this troposphere layer. And while coming to stratosphere, okay, in this stratosphere we will see the ozone layer, students. Just now we learned about the ozone layer. So in which layer this ozone layer is present? I already taught you the ozone layer is present in the stratosphere. Yeah, good evening, Aryan. Right, so in this layer ozone layer is present and it is the second layer, right, students? And while coming to the mesosphere, in mesosphere we will see most of the meteoroids, okay, will burn here. Most of the meteoroids will burn here. And while coming to the thermosphere, see here the auroras will occur. How many of you like auroras? And see, students, in this layer the temperature will be very high. Okay, auroras will occur here. and very high temperature is present in this layer. And there is a magnetic field. Okay, how this magnetic field will behaves like, it will behaves like a giant magnet. Okay, it will maintains, okay, it will act and it will behaves like a giant magnet, and it is present around our earth. This magnetic field will deflect the solar wind which is coming from the sun, and also the cosmic rays. So this is about the magnetic field which is present around our earth, and it will protect our earth, and it also deflects the solar wind and also the cosmic rays coming towards our earth. Right, students? And what allows life to be sustained on earth? What allows to be sustained life on our earth means, let us see, there are different types of components like air, water and sunlight. See, these are the major components which are getting from our earth. So these are the major components which are required to further sustain in our earth, right? So these are the things which allows life to be sustained on our earth. Like plants will use the carbon dioxide, right, students? We will breathe in oxygen and we will breathe out carbon dioxide. We already learned in our lower grades. And while coming to the plants will breathe in carbon dioxide and they will breathe out oxygen, right? And plants also use water and sunlight and also chlorophyll pigment to participate in the photosynthesis process. Hence they will prepare their food material by participating in photosynthesis process. And there is also another thing, the greenhouse effect. And what is the important thing about the greenhouse effect means, it will helps to keep our earth warm. Okay, how it will keep our earth warm means, it will trap the heat in the atmosphere. The heat which is present in the atmosphere will be trapped by the greenhouse effect, right? And the earth will be, the heat which or the warmth which is present on our earth will be trapped, okay, trapped by this greenhouse effect. And while coming to the water transports nutrients to every living organism, and it will helps to regulate the temperature that present in our earth. Right, students? This is the thing about air. This is the things about water and sunlight. Every component maintains its important role in our earth by helping organisms to survive on our planet earth. While coming to the importance of earth, while coming to importance of water, in how many ways water can be useful for every living organism? See, students, water can be used in multiple ways, right? Without water there is no any survival, right? Plants need water, animals need water, and these water acts as a good solvent, and this water transports the nutrients. How the water will be transports nutrients to the plants means, we can see the water which is present inside the soil, right? So the water is present inside the ground. So these nutrients which are present inside the soil will be trapped by the roots of the plant. So with the help of the roots, the nutrients will be supplied to each and every body part of the plant. This is how the nutrients are transported in the plant. And the water also regulates the body temperature in animals. Animals means not only animals like wild and domestic, we also comes under animals, right, students? And this water helps in digestion process. The food that we are eating will be digested with the help of water. And this water also maintains hydration. See, students, during summer days and during hot weather days, right, how we will feel? We feel very very thirsty because we will lose more sweat, right? We will lose lot of water in the form of sweat, and our body will become dehydrated. So to keep our body hydrated, we need lot of water and we have to drink more water. So these are the importance of water, right, students? Anyone have any doubt? You can ask your doubts in the comment box. Everything was clear, or anyone have any doubt? Right, everything was good. And now let us move to the next thing. While coming to the soil, while coming to the rocks and minerals, soil provides essential nutrients. See students, what are the importance of soil here? Soil contains essential nutrients like where the plant will absorb through the water. Okay, and such as nitrogen, potassium for the plant growth. Every mineral and every nutrient is essential for living organisms. See, our body also need nutrients. We get nutrients to our body. How we will get nutrients to our body? We get nutrients to our body in the form of food, right? Food contains lot of nutrients for our growth, right? For our growth, for our survival, for everything we need nutrients. In the same way, plants also need nutrients. So plants, how the plants will get nutrients? Plants will get nutrients from the soil, and these nutrients and these essential nitrogen and potassium and another minerals help for the plant growth and also for the preparation of their food material, right students? And there are also minerals. Okay, minerals will provide metals, fuels and other raw materials which are used by our humans. See, everything that we are getting from our earth and nature, we are using everything and we are depending on everything for our survival, right students? So these are the importance of water, these are the importance of air, water, sunlight, soil, rocks and minerals which allows life to be sustained on our earth. And earth provides natural resources. What are the natural resources we are getting from the earth? Means there are many lots of natural resources we are getting from our earth. So now let us see, the salt is also a natural resource, the coal and the petroleum. Nowadays we are using lot of natural resources for our survival, right students? And metals like copper and iron, there are many metals we are getting from our earth that we are using as a natural resources. Natural resources means they are getting from the nature, right students? And these resources are essential for meeting human needs and also supporting for our daily development. Okay, each natural resource which are getting from the earth, which are getting from the nature, are helping for our humans, are helping for our human needs and also supporting for our development, right? This is about the earth, that we are getting natural resources from our nature and from our earth, right students? And while coming to the geosphere, what do you mean by geosphere here? Anyone have any idea? Like, see students, here geosphere consists solid parts. What are the solid parts here? The solid parts includes, see, the crust of the earth, the layers we see the topmost layer, it is a thin layer, topmost layer, the surface layer where the landforms are present, where the human survival, where the living organisms, rocks, minerals, everything are present on this crust layer. And we can see the mantle in the geosphere, and we will see here the mantle and outer core and inner core. So these are the things we can see in the geosphere. And the solid parts of the geosphere consist the earth layers, right? And it will includes the rocks, soil, landforms and other interior parts like mantle, outer core, inner core, crust. So these are the things we can see and we can find in the geosphere. Thank you so much, Vaidika, right dear? And anyone have any doubt regarding to the topic like geosphere and the earth, like allows sustained on the, like how life will be sustained and how it be allows on our earth, right? While coming to the geodiversity, see students, while coming to geodiversity, it will refers to the variety of landforms. Okay, variety of landforms are present here, variety of rocks are present, minerals are present, soils are found on our earth. Everything will be used in a diverse, okay, where everything has been used in a diversity, like in a variety ways we have been used each and everything that we are getting from our Earth. And this is about the geosphere and this is about the geodiversity, students. And now let us learn about the biosphere. What do you mean by what do you mean by bio? Here bio means life, right? So here the biosphere is the part of our earth where living organisms can be existed. So where the life can be happen and where the living organisms are present, we call it as a part of biosphere on our earth. And what are the things we can see in the biosphere means, we can see all living organisms including with plants, including with animals. Okay, animals also comes under, like humans also comes under animals, and microorganisms. See students, tiny creatures, microorganisms also are the living organisms, like insects, birds, animals. Every living organism comes under a part of biosphere. And the regions of land, water, air where they live, everything that comes under the biosphere. And there is a thing we have to know, like why is Venus the hottest planet? Why the Venus is a very hottest planet? Is there any reason behind this? Let us see. While coming to the Venus, it has a very thick atmosphere. So if it has a very thick atmosphere, it cannot lose the atmosphere into the space, right? So it has a very thick atmosphere made up of mostly carbon dioxide. Our earth is a mixture of different types of gases, and while coming to the Venus, it is mostly made up of carbon dioxide, and its atmosphere traps the heat. The atmosphere which present in the Venus planet easily traps the heat, and it will preventing from the escaping into the space. The heat which is trapped cannot be escaped into the space. So that is the reason the Venus is the hottest planet. And as a result, we can see here Venus becomes extremely hot like a burning oven. See, this is how the Venus will trap the heat. Okay, from the atmosphere, Venus can easily trap the heat, but it cannot leave, or it cannot release, or it cannot prevent the heat into the space. So that is the reason Venus is a very hottest planet in our solar system. Now let us see about the greenhouse effect. While coming to the greenhouse effect, it is a phenomenon in which gases in the Earth's atmosphere will be trapped the heat by keeping our Earth warm enough to support the life. So this is about the greenhouse effect. Okay, it will support the life by providing suitable warmth and heat for all living organisms. See, these are the greenhouse gases, students. Carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas, water vapor is a greenhouse gas, methane, nitrous oxide, or ozone. So these are the different types of gases we can find in the greenhouse gases. Right, students? So this is about the greenhouse effect and greenhouse gases that we can see. Okay, now let us see about the new topic like continuity of a life. How the life will be continued. There are different types of processes how the life is continuing day by day. Every day the life is continuing, but how it is possible means, now let us see there is a biological process. See, what is the biological process means? It is the reproduction process where there is a continuity of life. See, there are different types of organisms produce new individuals by participating in this reproduction process. Now let us see there are different types of reproduction process that happening in our earth. So to continue the life, there are two different types of reproduction process that happens. One is asexual reproduction and another one is sexual reproduction process. And while coming to asexual reproduction, here only one parent is involved. There are no two parents are involved. See, here only single parent is involved in this reproduction process. But while coming to sexual reproduction process, two parents are involved here. Who are the two parents here? One is male and another one is female. Two parents are involved in the sexual reproduction process. And here no gamete formation happened in the asexual reproduction process. No gamete formation. But here gamete formation is happened and gametes are involved in the sexual reproduction process. Right, students? And here fertilization process is absent, but in the sexual reproduction process fertilization is happening and fertilization is present. Fertilization means fusion of both male and female gametes. Fusion of both male and female gametes. Right, students? What are the male and female gametes here? While coming to male gamete, sperm is the male gamete, and while coming to female gamete, ovum is the female gamete. Right, students? There will be fertilization process happened in the sexual reproduction process, but there is no fertilization process happened in the asexual reproduction process. Right? And in the asexual reproduction process, we will not see any genetic variation. Why? Because there is no any mixing of the genes happened. There is no any gamete formation. There is no any fertilization process. While coming to sexual reproduction process, we can see genetic variation. Why we can see genetic variation? Due to the mixing of genes. Okay, due to the mixing of genes, we can see genetic variation here, and less contribution to the evolution of species, and here sexual reproduction contributes more evolution of the species. Right, students? This is about the differences between the continuity of life we can see on our earth in the process called reproduction. There are two different types of reproduction process. One is asexual and another one is sexual. Okay, now let us see about the formation of gamete. So there are two different types of gametes. One is male gamete, we already learned, and female gamete, the ovum. Right? Male gamete is the sperm and female gamete is the ovum. So this reproductive or sex cell that takes the part in the reproduction. And while coming to the sperm, it is a motile one. Okay, it will shows the movement. It has a movement. Okay, it will shows movement, and male gamete is the sperm. While coming to, these are the different types. This is the head region, and this is the middle part, and it is the tail region. So with the help of the tail, it will shows the movement. So sperm is called as a motile. Okay, sperm shows motility and motile. And while coming to female, the female gamete is the ovum. Right, students? It is a non-motile. It will not shows any movement. And why are gametes needed here? For the fusion of the gametes, or for the fertilization process, or to develop new individuals, we need gametes here, right? But why it is needed means both parents passed all their genetic material to the new individual. Right, students? So each generations would have twice as much DNA. So why gametes are needed here means to prevent these, parents will produce a special reproductive cells. What are the special reproductive cells here? The special reproductive cells, we call it as a gamete cells. So that is the reasons gametes are very, very important. So in this way, which we can contain, okay, which we can see only half of the genetic material has been transferred to the kid, or transferred to the new individual or new offspring from both the parents. So this is why gametes are needed in reproduction process. While coming to the sexual reproduction in plants, still now we learned the reproduction process that happens in animals and humans. Now let us see the reproduction process, how it happens in the plants. Means, see students, the flower is the part called as reproductive part. Right? It is called as the reproductive part. Why? Because flower contains both male and female parts. And while coming to the remaining parts, what we call the remaining parts? We call them as a vegetative parts. Hence, they participate in the vegetative propagation. But while coming to flower, flower participates in the reproduction process. How it will participate means it has a process called pollination. So, in this process, the transfer of pollen grains will be happen from one flower to another flower, or from the anther to the stigma region. So there are two different types of pollinations. We already learned in our lower grades, like we learned in our 7th grade, right, students? Like cross pollination and self pollination. the two different types of pollinations. One is self-pollination and another one is cross-pollination. So with this process, the plants will participate in the pollination method and also they develop seed, fruit, right students, flower. And this is the male part which develops the pollen grains, and stigma, stamen, style, ovary are the female parts of the flower. Right students. See, the self-pollination will be happened with the same flower where the pollen grains will be transferred from the anther to the stigma region. So when they settle down in the stigma region, they will slowly move down with the pollen tube. Okay, this is the style, the middle part. And here the pollen tube will be developed when the pollen grain is settled down in the stigma region. They will slowly move down towards the ovary region and ovule part. So further they will participate in the fusion of pollen grains and fertilization process will be happen here. Hence the seeds and the fruit will be developed through the pollination process. And while coming to the cross pollination, we can see the anther, like where the pollen grains will be transferred from one flower to the another flower of their own kind. And why the seed dispersal is important, students? Why it is important and what is the process that we can see in the seed dispersal means? It is a process by which seeds are scattered. Okay, they are scattered away from the parent plant. So seeds will scattered away from the parent plant and this helps to grow in new places. Okay, the seeds which are scattered away from the parent plant, when they scattered in different types of places and different types of regions, in that region or in that particular place, again new plant have been arised, new plant have been developed. So this will prevent the overgrowing of the plants in a single particular area. And it will also reduces the competition of the sunlight, competition of water in the ground level and also minerals which are present inside the soil and the space which is present in between the plants. Right students, anyone have any doubt you can ask in the comment section, so I will clarify all your doubts. Right students, everything was clear or anyone have any doubt? Okay, fine. Now let us see the post-fertilization. What do you mean by post-fertilization? See students, post-fertilization means it will refers to the changes. Okay, the changes occur in the flower after fertilization. Okay, what do you mean by post-fertilization? Means the changes that occur after in a flower, the changes that occurs in a flower after fertilization, we call it as a post-fertilization. So here the fertilized ovule, see the fertilized ovule will develops into a seed. The ovule which is fertilized will develops into a seed, and while the seed, okay, while coming to the ovary will develops into fruit and the zygote will develops into embryo. So this is how the post-fertilization will be happen in the flower after the fertilization process has been occurred. And there are also fertilization process that happens in animals in two different ways. One is internal fertilization and another one is external fertilization. What do you mean by internal and what do you mean by external? Means in means inside. External means outside. So here we can see the internal and external fertilization that happens in different types of organisms. It is the process in which the fusion of both male and female gametes will be takes place inside the body. Okay, inside the human body. Which human body? The fusion will be takes place inside the female body. Right students, internal fertilization means the fertilization process that happens inside the body, we call it as a internal fertilization. And what are the examples that takes place? For example, birds will participate in internal fertilization, reptiles, mammals, including with the humans. Internal fertilization happens inside the body where the fusion of both male and female gametes. While coming to the external fertilization, external means, we know external means outside, right? the outside fertilization, and it is the process where the fusion of male and female gametes, where it takes place. It takes place outside the body, outside of the female body, usually mostly takes place inside the water. Right, students? And example fishes and example frogs will participate mostly in the external fertilization. And there are also oviparous and viviparous animals, students. While coming to oviparous, simply you can remember oviparous animals lays eggs. Okay, ovum means egg, right? So these animals will lay eggs and they fertilize the egg. Okay, we call it as a zygote, will be enclosed with a hard protective shell. When we see egg, the outermost layer is a very hard, so it is the protective shell laid outside the mother's body. So the organisms which do not give directly birth to the young ones and they lay eggs, we call that type of organisms, we call it them as an oviparous. Examples: birds will lay the eggs, reptiles and many insects will lay the eggs. They directly do not give birth to the young ones. So that type of animals or that type of organisms, we call them as an oviparous. Now let us see about viviparous. These type of animals directly give birth to the young ones. Right, students? They directly give birth to the young ones and the embryo will be developed. The embryo will be developed inside the female body. So examples: humans will give directly birth to the young ones, and different types and many types of animals are there which give directly birth to the young ones. Right, students? Okay, now let us see the triple planetary crisis. What do you mean by triple planetary crisis here? Here it is the combined crisis. What do you mean by combined crisis here? It is the combined crisis of climate change, okay, and biodiversity loss, and also the pollution which threatens our earth, okay, which threatens our earth's ecosystem and also the human well-being. Human well-being and our earth's ecosystem. Okay, students, and this is about the thing we learned about our home earth, and this is about mostly I have covered all the topics that present in our textbook, and it is a simple thing that we learned in our today's class. I made everything into a simple topics and simple sentences, and it is an amazing class, students. Why? Because we learned about our home, right? We learned about our blue planet, our earth, and right, students, I have done with our topics. And if you want to know few more things about our courses, you can join in our booster courses, you can join in our math champion. We are providing also the toppers program. So these are the different types of courses we are offering in our SISYA class. So if anyone are interested, if anyone want to learn few more things regarding our classes, we are providing lot of courses. And see, students, you can click the link which is provided here, or you can call to this number. So our mentor team will guide you how to join our classes, and you can get to know more information about the courses we are providing. So you have to choose the class, and after choosing the class you have to enter your mobile number, and after entering your mobile number you have to choose the city and state which you are living. Right, students? And this is about our today's class, and please do subscribe our channel, and thank you all for listening this session. And if anyone have any doubt, you can comment down in the session. Right, students? Okay, see you all in the next session. Bye bye.